Hi, Mandy. How are you?
Hi, I'm well. How are you?
Good. It is so lovely to meet you. Thanks so much for taking the time to chat with me.
My pleasure.
I am a huge cat person, and I just love this whole
Nice.
campaign and celebration. And I feel like there are moments throughout being a kid or even early adulthood where we all dream of what pet we would want to own. When did you realize that you wanted to own cats?
When I was little, I grew up with cats. So like cats have been a touchstone in a part of my life for as long as I can remember. And I remember the older that I got being excited about the prospect of like when I am really settled and feel grown up enough, like I can't wait to get cats again because our family cats were still with my parents. They were
Hmm.
very, very old. But yeah, as soon as I could like incorporate cat ownership into my life again as a fairly young adult, I definitely did.
How have you seen the way that your cats have provided like emotional support or just been something that you have really loved having in your life?
I feel like cats just in and dogs as well. I mean, I have a dog, so not to shadow overshadow him, but I
Yes.
feel like cats just have this intrinsic sense of knowing when you need them. You need that sort of like extra bit of support. And I think living through the last 3 years plus of the pandemic and how isolating that was, like having that sense of companionship and connectivity with our feline family members was really essential, and it was so comforting in a way. And also, like for us, we have three rescue cats, Fig, Peanut, and Olivia, and to be able to like solidify a bond with them during that time, because two of them were still quite young,
Mhm.
and it was right before we started our own family. So it was a very special time to like have that concentrated amount of time with each other under one roof that
Yeah.
I knew like while we were in the midst of it, it was like, oh, this is probably never going to happen again. So like I'm going to really appreciate it and not take it for granted.
Yes. Do you find it's so funny hearing about cat people versus dog people and kind of the way that that has evolved. Do you find that there's a particular personality trait among cat lovers that you think is pretty funny?
No, I mean, the thing that I love about cats, and so their owners must be perfectly okay with it, is like you really have to work for their affection. Dogs give it so freely, which is
Mhm.
wonderful and lovely. But I love that like I come home after a trip or a day and the cats are like, "Hi." Like let's give each other a little space and I'll come find you when I'm ready. Like I love you have to like really earn their trust and earn that affection. It feels like so much more rewarding when they finally do give it to
Yeah.
you. So yeah, it's like you won the lottery when someone comes and like sits in your lap. And my dog is just like I could be gone for 5 minutes or 5 hours, and he's like just as happy to see me. I love that the
Mhm.
cats are a little more discerning. Like they're
Yeah.
ready. They'll come find you when they're ready.
Yes. I've always wanted to name my future theoretical cat Gilbert Blythe because Anne of Green Gables is one of my favorite books. How did you
Oh,
pick your cat names? I love name picking.
well, Fig and Olivia both came with those names, and then
Oh,
Peanut.
nice.
My husband like had a friend who had a cat named Peanut when he was like a little younger, and he was like, "I just always loved that name. I thought a cat named Peanut was so funny." And she is like the perfect little, almost like she's a very, very light peachy shade. She looks like she could be a peanut. She's very much peanut.
Oh, that's so
So yeah,
cute.
it's just like all of their names kind of fit. I believe the person that fostered Olivia, Olivia Colman, had won the Oscar that year, so that's why she was named Olivia. And then Fig came to us with that name as well, Figaro. So
Oh my gosh, I love that. And so, shifting gears a little bit, I would love to hear what has been inspiring you lately in kind of just life overall, or because just your output has been so consistent and so beautiful. And I would love to know how
oh,
you
you're
fill
so
your cup
kind.
while you do that.
Oh, I fill my cup. I feel a little underwater right now, just with two kiddos, but I also am
Mhm.
really grateful for this season of life. Like, definitely, I think all of my energy and inspiration is put towards and comes from family. I mean, I went back to work relatively quickly with both of the guys. Gus, I was a month postpartum, and Ozzy, I was 6 weeks. So to
Oh, wow.
have this like time together, especially like my oldest is a toddler and he's going to start preschool in the fall, which is wild to even think about. Like to be able to spend this like this summer together and this like really important chapter is something that I'm trying to stay present
Mhm.
about and stay present for. And even in the hard days, like someone's potty training, the other's
Yeah.
teething, like there's a lot going on. And it's exhausting, but it's also like, this is it. It's never going to happen again.
Mhm.
Like one day we're going to look back, and my husband and I were talking about it yesterday. He's like, one day we're going to look back and go like, oh, remember when he didn't go pee in the potty? I'm like, I know we're going to like think back on this time fondly. Right now, we're just like,
Yeah.
oh, it's gonna end. So there is inspiration and exhaustion and all the things kind of wrapped up in this moment.
Yes. It's like we gotta make the most of it right now before it ends.
Yeah, because it will, like that, it'll be over.
Mhm. Yes. And then, so the last question before we kind of shift to a few fun rapid fire
Yeah.
format is I would love to hear how your work as an artist in all its different forms kind of enriches your personal life. Because I don't know if you like find decorating or cooking or hosting as kind of a form of creativity as well. I feel like those things
Yeah.
have to be threaded together.
Yeah, I am a terrible host. I wish I was better at that. I feel like for the sake of my family, I want to get more comfortable in that role. I want to be the house that like all the friends come over and are excited to be like, we're at the Goldsmiths. Like that would be a highlight, a life highlight for me. Um, I feel like so much of my life informs like both sides. Like I think the
Yeah.
creative informs the personal informs the creative. Like I'm able to take all of it and use all of the colors and sort of throw it at the wall in any given situation, which
Mm.
I feel really lucky about. It's very cathartic. Like I'm able to take whatever is ailing me or overwhelming me in one aspect of my life, and I get to bring it to like my work and vice versa. And I hope that all of that makes me a better artist and a better parent. I don't know. I feel like some of the time I'm really just faking it, but but here we go. Like you just show up every day and you try your level best and you put one foot in front of the
Mhm.
other and recognize that like perfection is a construct, and like I don't know, I'm just going to keep showing up for myself and everybody else.
Yes, absolutely. So these are just a few rapid fire questions. You can answer them as long or as short as you might like.
Okay.
What is your favorite way to spend a Saturday morning?
Favorite way Saturday morning. Probably waking up, having coffee, breakfast with the family, going to the park, maybe going to the market. I oddly love grocery shopping with them. And then maybe like a little bit of a pool hang before lunch and nap time.
Love. What is your go-to dish that you're loving to make right now?
You're really counting that like I have any skills whatsoever in the kitchen. I mean, honestly, like grilling some chicken or fish and like throwing it in a rice bowl is all I have the energy for at this point. It's like once you've gotten through like making meals for the family, like whatever's
Yes.
left over, I'll just like scrape together in a bowl, and I'm happy to have just a bite to eat before I go to bed.
Yes, I make my fair share of like stovetop mac and cheese. So
Yeah, right? It's like
you gotta do
whatever
what you
gets the
gotta do.
job done.
Absolutely. What song is on repeat for you right now?
Right now, again, sorry, I've just been in like mom mode. So it's
Yeah.
we listen to a lot of Werewolves of London by Warren Zevon.
Ooh,
Gus loves that song, and it's like the first song that he asks for pretty much every time we get in the car.
love. And then last one, are you reading anything fun right now?
I'm not reading anything right now. I need to find a TV show. I need to find a good book too. I just finished that book Yellowface and I really liked that, but I need a good
Yeah.
like summer read that I can fly through. So
Yes.
I'm open to recommendations.
I'm in the middle of romantic comedy right now, and I'm loving that by
Oh wait, I just bought that. I haven't started it yet. Is it great?
I really enjoy it.
Okay, great. That's going to be my next book. I have a bunch of books
Perfect.
like sitting on my bedside table, but that's on top, and I'm going to start that tonight.
Excellent. Well, that was my last one, but thank you so much. You have been
Thank
such like
you.
a presence in every stage of my life, and it is just so
Oh,
lovely to talk to you.
you're very kind. Thank you. I really appreciate that.
Yes, have a good day.
Thank you. You too.